Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Life After Work. My name is Margot, and this is my journey into retirement. At some point, I plan to retire and move overseas, and it's looking like April is it. I'm aiming for like the 13th, 14th, 15th of April, but it's all going to depend on the day my house sells before I can get on an airplane and leave. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I just wanted to kind of touch base and let y'all know I've started making a shopping list. And in my shopping list is things that I know that I need to pack so that I can bring them overseas with me. Things like ibuprofen, Tylenol, Pepto-Bismol, um, Benadryl, things that I'm pretty sure I can get over there, but in the meantime, I'm going to pack a 90-day supply so it gives me time to go look around and find what I need. It also gives me a chance if I need to fly to Italy to pick up whatever in Italy or to go down to Greece to pick up whatever in Greece. So, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to find everything I need when I get to Albania. But until then, give myself a 90-day leeway with supplies like I said, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Pepto Bismol, things my son would like to bring, like seasonings that I'm almost positive I won't be able to find over there, like adobo and sazon, um, things like that. I'm not worried too much about ranch dressing. We don't use that here, so it's not something that I would buy and worry about not being able to ever find again. Um, Things that I'm concerned I might not be able to find is like my garlic powder and my onion powder. I use that a lot. So, and the adobo, in all honesty, if I can get paprika and, things like that, I could probably make my own adobo because it's pretty much just salt, pepper, garlic, onion, things like that, and a little bit of saffron for coloring. Um, but that's kind of it. But I have started to make the list, like make myself a hard copy shopping list so that I can bring that with me whenever I go. And like, if I've got $50 extra this paycheck, then I can go ahead and get $50 worth of Tylenol to stick in my bag. Um, Other things that we were thinking that we would want to bring that might be a necessity, so that I don't have to scramble to go find them, is like bacitracin, um, muscle rub like Bengay or Aspercreme, something like that. And again, I know that they sell this stuff overseas. I just want to give myself that little bit of 90 days so that I can have that time to explore and find the stores that actually sell that stuff. It's going to be hard enough getting over there trying to decipher whether my prescriptions can be filled, which I know they can. It's all diabetes prescriptions. It's like metformin and Januvia. So if they don't have Januvia, I'm sure they have something similar. And it's just a matter of talking to the doctor when I get there. What else can I use in place of this? So it's things like that. I also was like, do I want to pack lotion? No, because you can get that pretty much wherever, all over the world. So stuff like that I'm not going to pack. I'm not going to pack bars of soap because, again, we don't really need to. I'll pack maybe one or two just for Airbnb so that we can use that there. But as far as that goes, stuff like that, we can get all that stuff anywhere. And it may not be the exact same thing as the ivory that I'm used to using, but I'm positive I can find something similar. So things like that. I'm more worried about the dog, about getting him his stuff, and I plan to get him a 20-pound bag of dog food that I'll put in a box, and I'll tape the box shut very well so that we have that. We're going to bring that as excess baggage. The dog is going to fly as excess baggage. And but his dog food is what I'm worried about most, because you can't just change a dog's diet today and hope for the best tomorrow. You're likely to get a dog with a very bad bellyache and we don't want that. It's going to be stressful enough that he's going to have to fly on a couple of different airplanes. But I'll be packing some of his dog food, some of his dog treats that he really likes. I'm going to stock up on those, get 2 or 3 bags to bring with us. I have seen, like I have pre-shopped like Megatech online, and they do have the Purina dog treats that we get them here. So they do have those in stock over there. So that made me a lot more comfortable about what my puppy's going to be able to have when we get there. He has a favorite alligator toy. He actually has 2 of those that he treats like those are his babies. So the alligator toys will come with us, and then he's got a couple of reindeer that will come with us, and his Baltimore rat. Yep. So I've been more worried about the dog than I have us and things that we might need, because having lived overseas, I know that I can get nearly all of it at any pharmacy, any grocery store, any convenience store, whatever. I can find all of it if I look around. All I need to know is find out which shop carries what and where do I need to go to get this. So that's where I am with that. I thought about bringing a little can of coffee with me, like my Maxwell house, just so that my first few days there is not going to be quite a shock. I can make a pot of coffee and have something familiar for the first few days, but then I can switch over to whatever coffee I can find in the grocery store. I know that I believe they have Spar in Albania, I believe. Spar is like, if you're from the United States, it's like going to Stop and Shop or Giant or Albertsons or whichever part of the country you're on. It's akin to that. So I'm not worried about my coffee. I'm going to have to get used to different brands. I'm used to my Maxwell House. I'm used to my Folgers. So this will be an experience. The coffee that I was drinking in Germany, it's been so long ago I couldn't tell you what brand I was getting. It was one I really liked, and I would get it at Aldi's, of all places, over there. So hopefully Aldi's is in Albania. I don't believe they are. I believe Lidl's might be there. I'm not sure. But Lidl coffee, I can do that. I'll drink that too. And then my spinning wheel. My spinning wheel is going to come apart. I'm going to take it apart, wrap it all the pieces separately in bubble wrap. Tape, like whatever nuts and bolts go to whatever leg or whatever part of the wheel that they need to go on. I'm going to tape those, put those in plastic Ziplocs, and then tape the Ziploc to that part. And then all of it's going to go in a like I said, bubble wrap it and in a box. And I may have like UPS help me box that, and then just wrap that box a million times in some clear tape and call it a day. So that also will be going excess baggage with me. But that's pretty much where we're at. And like I said, I started making lists because every time I turn around, like I cleaned out the closet and I have stuff stacked up on my dresser now. Like, do I want to keep that, or do I want to throw that? Do I want to donate it? What am I doing with it? So I'm looking at these piles that I've made that I now have to deal with, and I keep looking at the closet like I didn't even make a dent. So time to dig out the luggage and pack what I want to pack into it, and then live out of the luggage for the next 7 months. Because it's about that. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 7 months that I will be getting on a plane and starting my new life in a foreign country. And I'm not worried about that. I'm actually excited about that. Do I have freak out moments? Yes. Like, is this normal for like a normal person? In the United States now, it is, because we can't live as seniors. We can't live in our own country and survive on what Social Security is going to give us and the measly little pensions we might have. I don't want to be that door greeter at Walmart who can't stand for 8 hours, but Walmart's not about to give you a chair to sit on. So I can't, no, I can't do it. Can't do it. And the cashiers, their jobs are just as bad. They don't get a chance to sit. Sometimes they don't get their lunches. So yeah, I'm not down for any of that. Man, I've been doing too much walking for the past week. My knee is screaming, my hip is screaming, and I'm tired and just kind of looking forward to going to bed tonight. So I just thought I'd hop in and kind of let you know, yes, I've started making the list. B, we've started going through stuff and we're packing boxes and bags to take to donation. I was going to do tag sales. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm not down for the tag sale scene. It's not something I care to do. I don't have tables to set up. I don't have blankets to throw out to put stuff on. So I just don't have that kind of stuff. So yeah, I might sell some of the furniture. I might donate it. Whoever wants it can come get it. That kind of a deal. I got things that I'm going to ask my friend if she could bring them back to Connecticut with her to make sure that my brother and sister get things that I think they might want to keep. But for the most part, got to get this house done, got to put it up for sale in January, and as soon as it sells, we're out. I may not make it to April. I may not make it the 7 months. It may be 6 months or even 5 months, depending on how fast the house sells. So we're working on getting everything out of here. Everything. Like nothing is going to be left. I'll leave my bed to the very last minute, and then it's going to go out to the dump after we sell the house. It's going to go out to the dump. And so the bed my son is using, same thing. It's just going to go out to the dump. Nothing wrong with either one, but people don't want used beds. So yeah, both of them will go out to the dump. We'll take it from there. So have a good night, everybody. I am going to hop off here. I'm exhausted. Time for me to get some sleep. And got the boy next to me sound asleep. I don't know if I could turn it so you could see him. Let's see if I could do this right. There he is. So the guard dog. As you can tell, he's doing a lot of guarding. Good night, everybody. Peace, love, and hugs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to like this video. Every little bit helps. So, talk with y'all later.